say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, this is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
Hey, it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting your...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Out wide right, it's Becker. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. To throw, Manning. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Lacey. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air, it's Knight. On the move. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the delay, it's Frazier. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside. It's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll move the wide receiver. Manning from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Quick give. It's Lacy. Defense all over him.
And this offense on first down, man, they go. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The fake wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Left side is Cunningham. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver. They're working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, I know 1 versus 2 largely speaks for itself, but think of everything that's at stake. Playoff positioning, impressing the committee, potential buys in the college football playoff, all at stake today.
The intensity in this game will just simply feel different than anything else we've seen throughout the course of the year because of what is riding on this game day.
No doubt, the stakes, you don't get 1 versus 2 late in the season very often. So a chance to make a statement, a chance to prove you belong, a chance to really punch.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Knight. Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
1st and 10 coming up. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing Manning. Out wide left, it's Townsend. Could not make his way to the corner. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Right side, it's Smothers. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Left side is Smothers. Open space at the 25. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Henderson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Set for the point after. Follow the block The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, to slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes it. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Drops back on first down. With the catch, it's Frazier. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the hit. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sets his feet, it's Manning. Trying to get one before the half. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Midshipmen coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Handoff for Frazier. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Buys time to his left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Here's Manning to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Arch is going to throw for it. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wide receiver. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback keeps it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's too high. Out of is incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Making the adjustment. Arch Madness. Stepping to the right. That's reeled in. It's Becker. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And now on second down for this offense. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The lone back's got it. Got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wide right, it's Winston. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback changing the play. In the red area, it's Smothers. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day.
Booster, booster. Sweet, sweet.
Play action, here's Manning. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. To throw, it's Knight. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and long right here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Sets his feet, it's Knight. Right side, it's Cunningham.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Cook. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure going right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
The give. He's past the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. They're all over him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Long way to go on second down. The ride breaks into the open. Inside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wideout. He's changing the play. To throw, Manning. The sure hands, it's Wingo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Driving forward, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the fun ones to watch, man. Two great teams, both of them fighting to be #1 type seeds in the college football playoff. Great squads. Somebody had to lose, but more importantly, that's a big feather in your cap. That's a top 5 win. That's a resume-building win for this squad, Jesse, that they'll take with the committee, and they'll take momentum down the stretch of the season.
This team has to celebrate this victory for now. But we might get a chance to see this matchup again. These two teams, to me, are good. They're going to have an opportunity, I think, to reach the college football playoff. Kind of reminds me of what we saw recently with Oregon and Ohio State. Oregon getting the win in the regular season. Ohio State then blowing them out in the college football playoff at the Rose Bowl. This might not be the last time this season we see these two great teams go at it.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.